Hey guys, it's David from Automotive Press. I'm just doing a quick video because I'm flying off to Japan today and I don't have too much time, but I have to share this exciting news from Japan in the form of Best Car magazine, which is revealing for the first time that there will be a model called a Land Cruiser Sport, which is going to be based on unitized bodies. So kind of like the Range Rover and Range Rover Sport idea, but this time it's going to be Land Cruiser and Land Cruiser Sport. And they're showing some rendering here. But more important than that is the fact that they're also saying there will be a unitized body truck, which will also use Land Cruiser name. And so this could be the Ford Maverick competitor, which is a big deal. It's something that we've been hearing about. But it's the first time I'm hearing from this leak or from this source in Japan that you'll be called a Land Cruiser. So I don't know if it's going to be called Land Cruiser Truck or Land Cruiser something series. I don't know what the name will be. They don't know either. But they are showing in this magazine, as you can see, it's the November 26th. It's the latest magazine from Best Car. They're showing the SUV or crossover with the name Land Cruiser Sport, and a pickup truck also will be called Land Cruiser something. So that's a huge deal. We don't think we're going to see this at the Japan Mobility Show next week, but let me just show you what they are talking about. This is going to be a quick video. I'll give you guys more information once I get more information, maybe from Japan. So you can see the two models, the Land Cruiser Sport, which is a unitized body, not body on the frame. So this will be a crossover, but large crossover, potentially 3-row. And then you have the truck, a pickup truck that's also based on the same platform. And instead of being a whole thing based on a BEV or battery electric vehicle like we were expecting from before, they're going to be plug-in hybrid and also battery electric vehicles. So everyone is kind of giving in to the fact that they can't just have BEV now. So they're going to always have plug-in hybrid as an option as well. And so let me just quickly show you the photos, or rendering, I should say, first. So I've got this pickup truck, which is a huge news, because we haven't heard this before, in a sense that they're going to use the Land Cruiser name. At least that's the leak, or that's the information we're getting from Best Car magazine. They're saying they're not quite sure what it's going to be called, but there's quite a bit of details in the magazine article here. I'm just going to give you the quick highlight. So this is a pickup truck based on a platform, sort of a new e-platform, and you will use both battery electric vehicle platform or engineering, as well as also plug-in hybrid, but not pure gas as far as they know, or as far as we know so far. And then here, this is some more views, front, rear, and side. And then there's also going to be Land Cruiser Sport, which will be 2028 debut. They didn't say about the truck in terms of timing. I assume it's about the same time. Maybe it'll come out at the same time. And this is kind of really exciting too, because it's a unitized body. I think it was meant to be a 3-row electric car initially, but they must have decided to add a plug-in hybrid, because that's what we're expecting these days. No one wants to buy only electric cars. And also, maybe they were going to call this something else. I assumed that maybe originally it was going to be the Highlander electric car, but now they're calling it Land Cruiser, because they really want to, kind of take advantage of the Land Cruiser name and the branding that's becoming very important. So this is a sport utility. Oh, sorry, I just skipped the page here. But so let me come back to the beginning here again. Again, two models, maybe 2028 time frame. They're claiming this is a fresh news, and it will not be using the ladder frame or body on the frame, as I mentioned. And so they kind of reiterated that monocoque body. I'm just reading the article really quickly here, because this is just fresh off the press here. And they are quite sure it's going to be called Land Cruiser Sport for the crossover, but again, not sure about the name. I'm curious what you guys think it should be named. I don't think they're going to just call it Land Cruiser Truck. That would be kind of boring. But it's pretty big. So this is actually based on something else they showed before. So let me just show you here, which is the original official sort of a press release, I guess, from Toyota. And again, I apologize. I'm just doing this kind of live stream style. So if I make mistakes here and there, I'm not going to edit it. So my apology for that. But the Land Cruiser SE and then the EPU which is electric pickup, I guess is what they stood for, was shown at the Japan Mobility Show 2 years ago. So that was interesting because they were both unitized body, but they were both electric cars, fully electric, not plug-in hybrid. And you can see from a rendering, so if you compare let's go to the truck first here. So let me show you some other angles of the truck. So that's the pickup truck, EPU, front area, side, back, rear, interior I'm sure will change a lot. More interior shots, some shots from the beach, I guess. More rendering, or sort of more rendering here. So this is what they showed 2 years ago. And then so let's go back now. Let's take a look at the image here. And let's go to the Best Car Magazine image here. So you can tell this is EPU, and this is the rendering. So they look identical, almost. And you know that Best Car Magazine have had some great track record of showcasing cars from the future. I mean, they look so accurate when Best Car Magazine show rendering that I often do think that they were shown an actual model or photo, and they made the rendering from those sources, because Toyota is pretty close to Best Car Magazine. Akio Toyota talks about Best Car Magazine a lot, and so I assume that they do allow Best Car Magazine to see some images, and then they create the rendering to give us some inside information, but maybe it's actually coming from Toyota. But anyway, coming back to the truck, so you can tell it looks exactly like EPU, but just the evolved version. And if this does come out with a Land Cruiser name, wow, that would be a big deal, because to have a Land Cruiser truck, that's a big deal. We did have Land Cruiser truck many, many years ago. You guys know that from some of the original and earlier models. But yeah, that'd be really cool, because it will be a serious competitor to Ford Maverick. But it looks like it's going to be bigger. It's going to be a larger unit than the Ford Maverick. The EPU concept, which I just showed you, was 5,070 millimeter long with, so I'm just reading off the dimension here, 1910 millimeter width and 1711 or 1,700, 100, sorry about that, in terms of height. So this is pickup truck, and that was the electric pickup truck that they showed before. Assuming that this Land Cruiser truck is going to be about the same size, that's not small. It's not a big truck, but it's bigger than Ford Maverick. So that's perhaps the most exciting news. I'm not quite sure if you're going to find out more about this in Japan, but I'm going to fly there today, and maybe in the next couple of days we will find out more. Here's some more view. So that's really cool. The side profile and front and back, it looks exactly like EPU. And then the similar model, is the fact that it's a Land Cruiser Sport. So this is also unitized body based on the same platform. Again, plug-in hybrid or BEV, and you can see this blue car here that it looks pretty cool as well. I mean, no question that it looks a little bit like a Range Rover Sport, or sort of one of those models from Range Rover or Jaguar Land Rover in general. It looks kind of like that. But again, Land Cruiser name, and they're saying 2028 debut, which means that it will, I guess they have to start producing in 2027 sometime. And they're going to really just keep on emphasizing increasing the Land Cruiser nameplate, because we already know that the new Land Cruiser FJ is going to be introduced very soon. And the rendering from Best Car Magazine for the Land Cruiser FJ was also very similar to the official photo from Toyota. So I assume the Land Cruiser Sport and the pickup truck will look like this. So that's the latest scoop from Best Car Magazine. Let me find out more about this from Japan, perhaps from the mobility show, and I'll tell you guys more about it. Just stay tuned, because I'll be there with Kirk Kreifels. We'll be attending the mobility show, but we will also be doing a whole bunch of other things. We're going to drive some Nissan cars. I'm going to be also visiting the Mazda headquarters, and doing a whole bunch of stuff. I'm also visiting some factories in southern Japan, including Lexus Toyota factory, and so there's a lot to share, and I'm going to give you guys a lot of information, fast and furious, not It's not going to be perfect editing because I'm going to get information to you guys quickly. So keep an eye on my channel, and yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks so much, guys. Take care.